In this episode of Tales from Retail, we're reading 5 stories. She made me pay. Just follow him for goodness sake. Lady freaks over price of 50 cents bag. That time I almost got away with being rude to a customer who deserved it. And finally, I want you to refund me $2 on an item I purchased a year ago. If this is your first time, my name is Spicy and I cover the craziest and the funniest retail stories. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. If you like retail stories, check out my playlist in the description. Congratulations Michael for the comment of the day. I agree, we do need to press charges when charges needs to be pressed. Karens, as any other people, needs to face the court when behaving in a way that is against our law. But now, let's find some more Karens. She made me pay! I've seen this guy at work 2 or 3 times now, and whenever I spot him, I sighed because I know he is going to make a scene. The first time I saw him, he comes to the self-checkout machine closest to me and jokes, "Do I have to pay today?" I nod and laugh. Customers seems to think these types of jokes are amusing. But what if I don't want to pay today? I give this guy another smile, playing along with his joke. I thought that was the end of it, but he continues as he scans his items. $7.99? But what if I don't want to pay $7.99? Do I still have to pay for it? Then he reaches the payment screen. "Can you pay for me?" No sir. Well, you're not very helpful then. At this point, his joke about not paying is getting very old very fast. He makes several more comments about how he doesn't want to pay before finishing and leaving. I thought that was the end of it, but I was wrong. As he is on his way out the door, he flags down a random coworker and starts shouting and pointing at me. "She made me pay!" Coworker is just giving a "what the F?" look, and he continues to shout and point for another few minutes, attracting the attention of all the customers and employees in the immediate area. Next time he comes in, he pulls the same stunt. "Do I have to pay today?" "Yes." "That's what you told me last time, but it's Tuesday. I thought you didn't have to pay on Tuesdays." This time, he starts pointing at random coworkers and asks, "Are they managers? Because I don't think they want me to pay today." First of all, they are not managers. And trust me, they want you to pay today. Every time he comes in, he makes the same scene, talking loudly, shouting, and pointing about how I made him pay. I always just end up standing there, not saying anything, because he is attracting attention and I hate drawing attention to myself. Plus, how the hell am I supposed to respond when this guy repeatedly asks me whether or not he has to pay today? Just follow him for goodness sake. Years ago, I used to work in retail and was one of the only paid employees in a charity shop comparative to the Salvation Army. I was just finished doing the heavy lifting around the back and moving to the shop floor. I was tidying up, hanging things and straightening displays when I spot a guy with a large open backpack lingering and looking pretty suspicious. I flag my boss attention as she's currently on the checkout, but she can see the guy and we both watch him slip some shoes into the backpack. We had no store security, so my boss calls the police immediately. I come back to the checkout, asking if she wants me to take over so she can ask him to stay, and she nods, stepping out. The guy immediately nudges her out of the way, grabs a few more things and just walks out of the shop, calm as you please. My boss is outraged and runs up to me and really shocks me with her next command. "Get out there and follow him." Maybe I should add, my boss was about 150 centimeters, 25-year-old woman, whereas I am closer to 178 centimeters and 21-year-old woman who work 30 hours a week in a heavy lifting job. But still, the guy has height and weight on me. Still, I need this job. I don't think I'm comfortable. I start to protest, but she is furious. "I do not care. Just follow him so the police can find him." Whatever you say, boss. So there I am, in my high-vis pants and steel-toe cap worker boots, walking around the street and following him. He speeds up, so do I, and he turns around and starts shouting, "Just leave me alone." I can't. Boss says I have to follow you so the police know where to come. "You can do this? This is stalking." I mean, it's a public street. "Go away." And he lunges threateningly. "F off." I would love to, but my boss said I had to follow you. At this point, I am texting my boss updates as to where we are since she demanded locations. "I need these shoes. Just take the money for them and go away." Come back to the shop and pay up. I can take payment here. "Who do you think you are?" Not someone stealing from a charity shop collecting money for a good cause. This continues for another 20 minutes, with me just wandering around behind him, casually responding as he gets more and more dejected. Finally, he turns around and just says, "Fine." I'll come back, and heads back to the charity shop and to the open arms of the police. My boss gives me a shrug, pat on the back, and sends me to give my statement to the police. I am not sure who was the worst person in this, but it was definitely a weird thing to be asked to do. After this, the running joke was I'm the shop's guard dog. Lady freaks over the price of 50 cents bag. I work in a bookstore, and a few months ago, we started charging money for plastic bags in order to reduce the amount of plastic we use. It is 15 cents for small bags and 30 cents for large bags. Me is me and C is customer. So yesterday, during a lull, a middle-aged lady enters the store. She had ordered a book online and chose to pick it up from the store nearest her residence rather than paying shipping. So she asked for her order and I get it for her. No problem. Can I get a bag as well? Sorry, but bags is not free anymore. It is 15 cents for a small bag. That can't be right. Last time I was here, they were free. Sorry, ma'am, but they cost money now in order to reduce plastic pollution. Can't you just give me one of the small ones for free? I already bought the book. Again, ma'am, sorry, but I have to follow company rules. And bags isn't free with a purchase anymore. Fine. Here's $1, but then I want the largest bag you have. You have to get something for my money. Already knowing it's gonna piss her off, but forced to follow company rules, I respond, the large bags cost 30 cents. This is outrageous. They don't even charge that much at the supermarkets. I am from DK, and here a bag at a discount supermarket is around 30 to 50 cents. Would you like to buy a large or a small bag, ma'am? I have to take a small, though you're effing robbing me. I can just walk with the book in my hand now, can I? At this point, she is so spitting mad she nearly runs out the store. Wait, ma'am, you forgot your change. She walks back and takes her change, and all the way out, she won't stop saying stuff. This is a bad store. This is the reason why you don't have any customers. I have never received such horrible customer service. I will never buy anything from you again. While she's saying all this stuff, another customer comes in, and here's the end of the tirade. I just smile at the new customer and say, "Hi, can I help you with anything?" That time I almost got away with being rude to a customer who deserved it. Working in a large retail chain has its ups and downs. When I was working in electronics, there were a lot more downs than there were ups. This is one of those times. On this particularly busy day, we had a number of customers demanding left and right. A certain gentleman had come in, angry that his phone was not functioning the way he wanted to. After several troubleshooting attempts, it was deemed that the phone was defective. We told him no problem, that he would need to buy a new phone so we could change the number over before returning the current device. This was a point we reiterated several times because at the time, if you return a prepaid phone like this one, you will end up losing your number and there'd be nothing you could do to get it back. A policy that was later changed within the phone company. But regardless, we had no control over it. Cue the argument. This man insisted that we needed to return the phone before he would be able to purchase another one, completely disregarding our warning that he would lose his number if we did this. Again, he insisted, so we did what he told us to, and he bought a new phone with the returned cash. When I go to activate it, he demands that we give him the number he had before. I try to tell him that the number is gone, and that's not something I can do for him. I was on the phone with the activation representative for this company, and putting it on speaker, they told him the same exact thing. He starts getting more angry, soon shouting about how awful the retail store's employees are and how we are all stupid, yada yada yada. Then he demands we return the phone he just bought, and I was all too happy to oblige. All the while he continued his verbal assault with very direct and aggressive insults until I had finally had enough and let the sass break free. The exchange went something like this. "I can't believe how stupid you people are. I'm never going to shop here again." "Oh, that's okay. I get paid whether you shop here or not, sir." "Well, that's just great customer service." "And you're a great customer, sir." As the transaction ended, I told him to have a nice day, which only added fuel to his rage. I was shaking with angry adrenaline by this time and needed a breather, so I went to the back room for a few minutes. Unfortunately, the man went right to the front and yelled at the front-end manager about how I'm rude and needed to lose my job. I did ended up getting coached for it when I came back to the floor, but nothing more serious came of that incident. I was basically told I needed to not be so hot-headed with customers and just try to ignore them as best as I can. About a week later, I saw the man on the grocery side yelling at his kid about some minor inconvenience, and I just grinned like a hyena. Not shopping here again, indeed. I want you to refund me $2 on an item I purchased a year ago. I work at the customer service desk of a local retail store, and in this job, I mainly process refunds. But I also answer the phone anytime someone calls the store. Let's set the scene. It is 1:45 and my shift was supposed to end at 1:30. This is a common occurrence. Being stuck after your shift is over, helping customers, and I have no real problem with it. I would usually stay until the rush slows down, just to make it easier for my coworkers. Ring ring. C for customer. Thank you for calling the store. My name is this and how can I help you? Customer service? This is the last thing we want to hear. 9 times out of 10, this means they are here to file a complaint. This is the customer service desk. How can I help you? I bought a tree for $24 last year and it died. I bought it in for a refund, but they never gave me any money. 100% BS. We will absolutely know if we had shortchanged a refund. Well, that's not good. Did they refund it to a card or was it cash? They did not give me any money. Do you have the receipt with you? Can you tell me what the bottom of it says? It should say something along the lines of total item refunded and then the amount to MasterCard, Visa, or cash. Well, I went in and they gave me a replacement. Why in the flying frick-sickles would you replace something that was bought last year? 90 days, no exceptions. Okay, so if they give you a replacement, then the total refund will be $0. No. Yep, because you left the store with a replacement. That replacement is not free, so the price of the replacement will cancel out the value of the refund. Well, I bought a tree for $24.88 last year, and it's $22.88 this year, so I should have a $2 refund. Now, he's kinda right here. If he had a receipt and it was within the 90 days, he will receive the $2. Okay, did you have your receipt when you make the exchange? No, I threw it out. The tree is a damn year old. Okay, so because you didn't have the receipt and your return was over a year old, we have to go based on the price given when we scan it in. So you're not going to give me my $2? That will be correct. I don't like you. Thank you for calling the store. Is there anything else I can help you with today, sir? Click. And scene. All in all, this phone call took about 20 minutes. I've trimmed some argumentative loops this guy got in, and our phones have caller ID, so you will never guess who's no longer welcome in the store. Have fun driving 45 extra minutes for groceries, you think? Hey, did you like this Tales from Retail video? If you did, check out my Retail Stories playlist right here. I bet you will love it. These videos take me a lot of time and effort to make, so if you can show me some support by liking the video and subscribing, this will mean the world to me. Also hit the bell button to know when we post a new video and join the notification gang. Thank you again for watching episode 10 of Tales from Retail. See ya!